News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a local is arrested for impersonating a police officer. Traffic ticket funds are now being used in Nye County. And a Memorial Day service at Memorial Park. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, June 2nd, 2015. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, 45-year-old Bill Carnes, who is also the president of the Nye County Republican Central Committee, has been taken into custody and charged with impersonating an officer, an unregistered vehicle, and fictitious registration. Yesterday afternoon, around 2:30, detectives with the Nye County Sheriff's Office report that they were in the area of Walmart when they saw a vehicle that they had received information on that allegedly had fictitious plates on it. Detectives initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle and made contact with the driver, Bill Carnes. During the contact, according to police, Carnes identified himself as a Las Vegas Metropolitan officer by providing his Metro personnel number with what they say was the purpose of not getting a citation for the initial stop. According to the report, the vehicle and driver has been contacted on 2 previous incidents in which Carnes claimed to be a police officer by providing his Metro personnel number to not get a citation. And we spoke to Bill Carnes this morning about this arrest.
My girlfriend and I were driving around town, going to start our daily errands, if you will. We're going into Walmart, and as I pulled into the parking lot, an unmarked police car pulls me over for, I still don't know what traffic violation, but evidently something. So deputy asked me for license, registration, insurance. I show it to him. My vehicle is registered outside of Nevada to a different entity, but yet I drive it and I keep local insurance on it. So he asked me how long I've been there, why I haven't registered there. It's not my car to register. It's to a different entity, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you've seen like Montana plates and other plates that people have here, and there's the way the law is written, it's legal to do that. So he's telling me it's not legal. So I'm counterpoint. We're debating this based on law, and I'm being professional and courteous to him, as I do with all police officers and everybody. And to which he asked me where my base of knowledge comes from. And I told him that my Las Vegas, or my Metro P number was da-da-da-da-da. And before I got another word out, he said, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. What does that mean? Are you a police officer? Is that what you're telling me? And I said, no, I'm not telling you I'm a police officer. I used to be one, but I resigned years ago. It was May of '96. I've been gone for 19 years. I was a cop back in the mid-'90s. So that's where I get my basis of information. He ends up going back to his car, checking me out, comes back, takes me out of the car, and tells me he's arresting me for impersonating a police officer, which I laughed. I actually chuckled and asked him how he could possibly have come up with that. And he said, because you told me you had a Metro P number. I'm like, I do. So do the clerical staff, the jailers, the people that work in records, the people that work in the various area commands. Everybody has a P number. It's a personnel number is what it is. That's short for P number. And he said, well, I retired from Metro after 25 years, so I know about P numbers or something along that line. And I said, okay, so answer me this. Where do you think you could possibly articulate the elements of the crime to impersonating a police officer, to actually impersonating a public officer? How could you possibly articulate that? And he said, in my interpretation, in a very snarky way, oh, I can articulate all kinds of stuff, which told me he's just jamming me up. Cops will do that. They'll just jam you up. They'll arrest you. They'll book you. And there's people out there that have been arrested dozens of times that have never actually gone to court because the arrests are bogus, which that charge is certainly bogus. I don't expect it to go much anywhere. If it gets as far as getting to the DA's office, then I imagine that he got incredibly colorful with his report. I don't know. I haven't seen the report, but we'll see soon enough.
Well, the Senate approved a bill today to reform National Security Agency domestic surveillance programs, ending a drawn-out showdown on Capitol Hill that saw counterterrorism provisions expire. The vote was 67-32. The bill, which passed the House nearly 3 weeks ago, now heads to President Barack Obama, who has pledged to sign the bill. His signature will ultimately end the government's indiscriminate collection of millions of Americans' phone metadata, requiring the government to obtain a targeted warrant to access the data instead. And coming up, we'll have the memorial service from Chief Tecopa Cemetery.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. A Memorial Day service was held at the Veterans Memorial inside the Chief Tecopa Cemetery on East Street on Saturday, May 30th, which is the traditional Memorial Day.
The VFW always holds its ceremony on the 30th. That's the actual holiday that was called for in 1868. And I'm glad everybody had a lot of fun last Monday on the 25th, but I'm also...
And that's something that you at the VFW Post read every year, no matter if the 30th falls on the Monday that everybody else celebrates or not, is the actual order.
That's correct. That's the actual General Order number 11 from General Logan.
And that's to honor veterans on this day.
That's to honor all fallen veterans on this day.
Tell me a little bit about the ceremony where you guys are placing flowers and a flag at this memorial right here.
Okay, well, the flowers have a specific meaning. The red ones are for the blood that they spilled, of course. The white ones are for the purity of the sacrifice that they gave, and the blue ones are for the country that they served. Then the flag is supposed to fly over them forever.
Let's talk about the plaque that one of the veterans here was talking about.
Okay, the plaque that the veteran was talking about, we have a plaque here representing the lives that was lost during World War II, and the number's incorrect on it, and he just wants to get it changed.
He went and saw the Wall of Stars.
Yes, the Wall of Stars monument in Washington, D.C. for World War II veterans, and for every star up there, I believe is 100,000 lives were taken.
And so this one has like 221,000 or something.
I think we have 290,000 on this plaque, and it should be a heck of a lot more than that.
And so they're hopefully looking forward to getting that changed and corrected.
That's correct. Bill would like to see it changed. He's getting on up there. All of our World War II vets are getting up there, and I don't blame them. They committed a great sacrifice for all of us.
Well, on Friday, May 29th, the USDA Forest Service and partners officially opened the new Spring Mountains Visitor Gateway on the Humboldt-Tiobe National Forest Spring Mountains National Recreation Area, located in Kyle Canyon near Mount Charleston. The gateway is an information hub about the Greater Spring Mountains National Recreation Area and a new destination for previously untaped recreational activities. Around 700 national, state, and local dignitaries and partners attended the invitation-only event that began with the program commemorating the site's special elements. Senator Harry Reid and Forest Service Chief Tom Tidwell were among those providing remarks.
This has proven to me also that one man can make a difference. And of course that includes now women. But one man can make a difference. And Steve Riley is an indication of that being the case. He's a friend of the family. His dad and I were close friends. Steve knows two of my children. And Steve had an idea that the first time he called me and talked to me about this, I thought, frankly, it's a little weird. Frankly, he wouldn't give up. And over the years, I became a convert. He was a missionary, I was a convert. And we worked so hard together. I am unable in words to express to you the devotion, the passion, the time he spent on this, sorting through the wreckage, finding where it was in the first place. I'm so proud of him as a person, and a person who was able to prove that government can get involved in things and come out.
May we never forget that we are that grateful nation. But gratitude, however, is not guaranteed. Gratitude for the sacrifice of fallen heroes must be taught and learned, passed on and passed down. Today, we dedicate the U.S. Air Force 96th Memorial and the Silent Heroes of the Cold War Memorial. It is our hope and our prayer that these memorials will promote patriotism for this generation and for the generations of Americans that will follow.
Although you may not see us, you will surely hear our voices and feel our presence. Take a moment to get acquainted with this special place and allow it to know you. Use your senses and open your heart. This land is where the spirit can be replenished and you can learn valuable lessons. Please walk softly on these rounds and do it. As we do it, it will continue to thrive for generations.
Fines for traffic tickets are now going to be used here in Nye County. We caught up with County Commissioner Butch Boraski to find out more.
Well, they've made a little change. When they write the tickets now, they'll be, obviously they've been heard here in the past, but the money will go to Nye County rather than the state. In the past, the state got all the revenue and the courts had to deal with it and got nothing out of it and took their time. So now it balances out a little better.
Does this mean more revenue for our sheriff's department?
Well, yeah, it'll be additional revenue, yes, but it's not going to be a huge amount, but at least it'll cover the cost of the courts and the deputies' times.
Does this mean more traffic tickets?
No, I don't think you're going to get a barrage of officers out there writing tickets. It just means that now when there's a ticket written, it will go to this jurisdiction rather than go to the state.
Well, after this break, we're going to bring you new information on the drug called Flakka.